those 5 words define, well, we have our mission statement, our vision, but those 5 words, they just fully encapsulate everything that we do. So our 5 core values: communication, commitment, care, culture, consistency. And together that brings us the 5 C's that really are how we do what we do. So communication, everything around. So many problems I've found, and this is exactly how they developed. I started off with 3, and the first one was always communication. I just found every problem, every mistake, and every argument, every altercation, every challenge, a lot of it, you could just boil it down to one thing, and it was communication. Something was miscommunicated, something was omitted from a report, from a quote, from a conversation. Fundamentally, it's all around communication. And this is something that I've identified and we talked through, and it's on the vans, it's everywhere, it's on every email, it's on every leaflet, pamphlet, brochure, everything. So it's still a massive learning curve though. It's just so many things where you realise you don't quite communicate something as well as you could, whether that's with your team, with your clients, in your suppliers. But that's why I love to have it on everything, just so every day I will see it multiple times every day. So then I always think, how do I communicate this well? Or there'll be something where I think, oh yeah, I better message that over to so and so, because while it's on my mind, and I think, oh yeah, I'll do it, or do I need to? And then I'll just be sitting there scrolling through emails or whatever, and I'll just see communication. I'm like, yes, I do need to. You always need to make sure you can't over communicate. I mean, you can, but you can't over communicate. So that's exactly where communication comes in. Commitment, and it's all around what we do. We have to be determined to get to the solution and fix it, or just get the job done. Whatever it is, it's what gets us motivated when it's pouring down with rain. It's what keeps us going when it's freezing cold, when it's boiling hot, when you're dehydrated. It just, commitment to the job, commitment to getting that job done, commitment to having a happy client at the end of the day is what gets us through to our next one of care. So care, it's about, yes, we need to commit to get the job done, we need to communicate well, but we need to care about what we're doing. And that's fundamental ethos around everyone in this company, about making sure that we do care. And it's might be Monday morning, it might be Friday afternoon, it might be chucking it down with rain, but we care. We want to make sure that that job still looks as good as it can look, whether it is Monday morning, Friday afternoon, chucking it with rain, boiling sun, whatever it is. We take care, we have pride in it, and it looks amazing. 4th one, culture. So this is more internally around, I've got this strong determination to make sure I build a company that people just love working in, make sure it's a fun environment, and make sure I can create an environment where people do get some great benefits out of working for the company. So I may not be able to, I can't make everybody rich and wealthy, but I don't think that's going to incorporate, I don't think that works for anyone's happiness, but there's other benefits I can try and bring into the working environment. And a lot of that comes just down to people and making sure that people are in an environment where they're with friends, they're with colleagues that they can have a laugh with, have a joke, and feel like they can be themselves. So that's building that culture, and around people that are passionate about our mission statement, they care about the environment, they're actually taking steps in their own lives to make sure they can be more sustainable, more environmentally friendly, whether that's growing their own veg, whether that's reducing the plastics they use, especially single-use plastic, reducing that down and consciously shopping to think about that, and using local suppliers and such. So that's why culture, it's been a lot of sleepless nights and challenges to try and work that out and identify and see how I can bring that into every aspect. But it's something that has improved massively, and like since I wrote it down as a core value, it's really become something from that. It's embodied within the company I feel now, and I look forward to the point where there is tens of people all embodying that culture, not our culture, and it's that core value that sets. It's just all about our culture. I can't wait for that. It's exciting. And then lastly, our final one, number 5, consistency. So just imagine having the other 4 without consistency. You can't have any communication without, like, if you're not communicating consistently, then you're not really a good communicator. If you're not committed consistently, if you're committed Monday morning all the time, but every Friday afternoon, you're not consistent, you're not committed. So consistency just sets it's sort of, I suppose it's the one at the bottom that's the most, or the one at the end that's the most, isn't the most important, but it just ties them all together. So it's almost like 4 core values all tied together by the 5th to bring us the 5 C's, to make sure we are consistent in everything we do. Even just down to the visits, the way we structure our calendar, our service for regular. A lot of our work is regular, continuous work, so we have to be completely consistent in what we do and how we do it to make sure we're there on the same day at roughly the same time, so that people then are familiar with the service and it is consistent. So there's our 5 words we live by, our 5 C's: communication, commitment, care, culture, consistency.